Hey there, people of Facebook land. I'm trying portrait today because I never know which how to video anymore because Instagram likes it this way and Facebook is just a rule unto itself. Anyway, you don't need that. I've snuck in. It's Tuesday, day off. I've come in to print some stickers for Sugar Shack. That's from my other business, which is Genesis Crafts. So, but I'm in the cafe and I thought, as it's quiet, she says there's a big lorry just drives past. I thought you'd like to see what stock we've got in at the minute because we've got so many lovely things, and I thought as it's nice and quiet I would show you. It's a little bit of a mess. We left in a bit of a panic yesterday because I forgot I had a theatre trip booked with Jo for her birthday, and I'd forgotten all about it, so we left in a bit of a rush yesterday. Anyway, I'm going to spin you around. Oh, where's my option gone? It's disappeared. One sec and I'll speak. Go. Okay, so I haven't opened the blinds or anything because I'm not going to be here, so it doesn't really matter, but I will go turn the lights on. And then you can see what we've got going on. So at the minute we are tropical theme. We're sort of going for a kind of Moana feel. So we've got all sorts of tropicals going on, big flowers, leaves. I need to change this to say summer. This was supplied by the wonderful Stegosaurus. She was with us last year and some of this year, but she paid us in bunting. So we've got some gorgeous bunting. So I need to put the spring one up, summer one up. But yeah, this is all our tropical theme. We're sort of Moana-ish at the minute, I suppose. And I thought you might like to see what some of the sellers are. So if I head over to here, let's start top left, like we're reading a book. So this is Dawn. She does dotty art, and before lockdown she hadn't done anything creative at all, and this is all self-taught during lockdown, and it is just so stunning. I'm going to show you this. It's all textured. I wonder what bird that is. It's an ibis maybe. Double-sided. It's so beautiful. That one's £20. That's also a really nice panel. She's done that specially for us for our sunflower window display because we're taking part in the sunflower shop competition this year. And that's starting on the 20th, I think, of this month. She's got bookmarks, ooh, danglies. And there's a gorgeous piggy there, keyring, some little pocket hugs. She does do a bit of resin. And some beautiful little scarf pins. And you could also see her on our red and orange shelf. So we have a few collection shelves where you can see multiple things from different sellers, but all clumped together in colours. So we've got this gorgeous orangey fox from Pumpkin Cat. We've got scarf pins, little beach huts from Adrian Wood. We've got Jack and Jill's Gonk pencil case. This is from Teresa. The boots come off. I mean, I just have to show you this because it is just so adorable. Look, if I can take one off. Look, and it's got a little hard base as well. It's so sweet. So sweet. I'll pop that back on in a minute, don't you worry. So we've got lots of lovely bits there. And then down here we have Abigail Wellen. She is not only an absolutely gorgeous person, but an amazing artist. And this is a selection of all her stickers, and these are all illustrated by herself. She's also taken up pottery more recently, and these spoon rests are lovely. You can't have that one, that's mine. Well, it will be once I remember to pay for it. But she does beautiful art, and she's started with jewellery as well. All these pieces are completely unique and really lovely. She's got bookmarks. She also has greeting cards. I'll show you that in a minute. This is our Susie charity shelf. For those of you who love Susie the Town Cat, you can buy mugs, postcards, pin badges, and then the flat cats here are made out of recycled jumpers. You can buy Susie's book, which is co-written by our very own Emily that works in the cafe. And this little hamster really needs a home, although I love him being on the shelf because he's so cute. I print the merchandise for Kat, who's the illustrator, so I can always do bags, coasters. You let me know what you want, and I'll agree it with Kat. So, and this one has the Daughter to Cat, Not Lost logo on the back. And we've got a yellow shelf. Here's some more things, some Tom Best slippers, Lucille Keane. These ones are Becky. We've got Teresa's heffalump here. Actually, it's a, so it's got one of Lucille's hats on, but look at that afro. I might take it off because the afro is so cute. Also, we've started doing some diamond art, and that is actually a fern fox. Then we got some more from Hummert Shop. That's Becky. Aggie's soaps and candles. Pen there from Pumpkin Cat. That's from Violets in May. It's a napkin holder. And a little book there. This is actually a cover for a diary that I make in my other business. And a kit to make a macrame jar. So gorgeous. This is Lucille's shelf. These Converse are just completely adorable. Look at them. Make your baby look like they got little Converse shoes. They're so sweet. So this is Lucille's shelf. This is Keen and Crafty. She's got lots of really nice bubbles, lots of hats, and because we couldn't fit it all on one shelf, we have more down here. So many different colours. They're gorgeous. Underneath her we have Castle Crafts, and these are all resin or polymer clay. And Viv, who is Castle Crafts, she also comes and does workshops with us, so you can make things like this in the cafe, little hair clips and little bits of jewellery and things like that. You can make that in a session, even pens, bits of jewellery. So they're lovely, and she does have some precious stone ones as well in the cupboard, in the glass cupboard, so I can show you that later. Then down here we have Jar from Tiny Little Crochet. She's brought these little characters in yesterday. This little one with the bear actually has a removable hat. They are so sweet. This might be one of my favourites. Comes with a little duck. And we've got some sunflowers to go in the window for our sunflower display. A gorgeous little bag, which Jo has her eye on. And that sunflower one as well that's going to go in the window. But they are all so lovely. And let me just show you actually. Where is it? This one's got a walking stick. She's so sweet. She's also done these lovely little hair bubbles, which are just super. They make a lovely noise as well. You'll know her if you've been in the cafe, because she does she's done our bunches of flowers. She has a few little bits down here. We have one bunch of flowers left of hers. There's a couple of hairbands and a little dog as well. So we've got a few of her bits around. And then up here we have Rose, and she's worked tirelessly actually on her decoupaging for years now. I think it's about 4 years it's taken her to finally get the finish she wants. Each layer of the gloss she uses takes 16 hours to fully cure. All her items as well are copyright free. That's always our concern with napkin decoupage, is you can't just take any old napkin. Because most of them are copyright, because if you think about it, they're other people's designs. So she's part of a network of people that are combating copyright infringement on napkin art. So you can be rest assured you're not going to be sued by someone for having a copyrighted item, because it is the seller that will get prosecuted just as much as the maker. So if you buy something that is copyright, like a Disney thing that is not official, you can get done for it, amazingly enough. Anyway, these are vases. They are absolutely gorgeous. They can, you wouldn't want to use the vase outside, but the flower pot you can use outside. She also, we sell so many of these lovely coasters. Oh, I've got big gaps. Look at this whale. I just love that whale. So yeah, I've got holes now. If you're watching this, Rose, I need more. She's also got these gorgeous, gorgeous trivets. I love the colours. They're so lovely. Again, heat sealed, both of these. So they're fine for putting your drinks on. Okay. And your pans, etc. This is Becky from Hummit Shop. Hummit is actually the word she used to use for an elephant when she was little. I particularly love these little seagulls because they are just so cute. And these are Klimt inspired. And if you don't know Klimt, he's an artist. Many moons ago, usually has sort of streaks of gold in his artwork. And somebody bought a pair identical to this. And I said, oh, they look like Klimt. And they go, oh, who is Klimt? I don't know who Klimt is. And I said, so I looked up a picture of Klimt and I said, oh, you know, they look like this. And then when I looked around, it actually says Klimt on the back. I felt such a idiot. Anyway, I like these C ones as well. I love these very much. I'm hoping to get my ears double pierced at some point because I've only got one set of holes and my other holes are closed up. So I'm thinking these would look so cute with the long danglies underneath. What do you reckon? I think they're adorable. Anyway, she does some lovely things. Becky's only going to be with us until the 24th. So if you fancy one of Becky's gorgeous pairs of earrings, including the sunflowers and daffodils, and then pop in soon so you don't miss out. Down here we have Aggie's Eco Shop. She does lip balms. So I meant to test it, find out the other day. This is beeswax and vanilla. And I couldn't remember what the flavours were. This is beeswax and orange. There we go. There was a green one as well, but we've run out of the green ones. But also these soaps, or she calls them body bars actually. But they, I don't know what it is with soaps and things like that, but they always sell quite well. So as you can see, I've got some gaps here I need to fill up. We've got a nice soy candle there as well, and over here. And these are perfect gift boxes. Oh, sorry. It's because they're all balanced on. But I tell you, the smells in here are just lovely when we have soap in here. It's gorgeous. Down here we've got Pumpkin Cat. Lucy from Pumpkin Cat has been with us from the very beginning, as has Castle Crafts and Abby Wellen actually. And she makes these lovely, lovely books. And she uses stencils, but aren't they just gorgeous? They are so lovely. They're blank inside, and she's also started doing gift bags, which is super. She's always done pens, and if you came to our 1 year anniversary party, you had an opportunity to make a pen or keyrings. So we have lots of these. These are make your own bracelet kits, and I have to say they have been so popular. We've sold so many bags of these since she's been with us. We have a little shelf here of seconds. These are things, gifts that have been donated to us to raise money for the cafe or have got faded in the sun. Of course, the contents are still absolutely perfectly fine. But we do get people very, very kindly donating us things so we can help raise money for the cafe, because don't forget we're a community interest company, so we are not a profit organisation. Up here we've got Jack and Jill's. Look, there's a sneaky tiny little crochet. I dot them around all over the place. This bag, look at this bag, isn't it gorgeous? You can get the bag and a pillow. Aren't they beautiful? And Rebecca barely charges anything for all that hard work. And she's done this gorgeous little frame as well. And let's see how much that is. £8. Can you believe that? Look at all that work. I mean, I really couldn't do that for £8. Oh, not today. Totally feel that. And then there's a stenciled one as well, Make It Happen. And this gorgeous sewn one. Double check. I have a feeling this is £10. No, see, £8. You can't get a hand embroidered unique bag for £8, I'm sure, anywhere else. It's absolutely gorgeous. Right, so we've got a blue shelf going on here, another of those lovely hats, and a bobble from Keen and Crafty, and some beautiful cards, jewellery, and I didn't show you, but we have amazing jewellery from AB Crafts as well. This is one of her pin badges. She does clip-on earrings like that. And she's got some other bits dotted around. I'll try and find some more in a minute. These are from Violets in May. I'll show you those in a minute. These are the wonderful creations of Teresa. She comes in quite regularly and changes her shelf around. So if you've been in, you might have seen that she had a lamb and, oh God, my mind's gone blank, a mouse, a squirrel. I mean, honestly, she had loads. And then she's taken a lot out and then put another little fresh lot in. So we've got a gorgeous dragon here. It reminds me a bit of the soup dragon, actually, from, I can't remember what they're called. Clangers. But yes, she said it's more of a Chinese-inspired dragon, but it's beautiful. Little monkey. You can take little monkey's dungarees off too. It's all blushing already. There's a chicken. I know we've got quite a few chicken fans out there. And look, the little scarf comes off too. It's so cute. This is one of my favourites because I love how wobbly his claw is. But anyway, that's the little lobster. Only £23. I mean, such a bargain, considering how much hard work it is. Little sausage dog. Saucy sausage dog. We've got the little pliosaur up here, and we have a little bumblebee that I'll show you in a minute as well that she brought in yesterday. This is Violets in May. I need to sit down before my legs give out. These are all hand beaded. They are absolutely gorgeous. She has a name for every single one. It is just, how she can think of all the names, I have no idea. But some are just so intricate and beautiful. We even have wine charms. Look at these. So if you're a wine drinker and don't want to get your glass muddled up with somebody else's, these are perfect for you. Pop them on the stem of your glass and then no one can steal it. But yeah, she does hairbands. There are little bookmarks here of the sort that you put between the pages there, and then this hangs over the spine. Lots of bracelets. I mean, honestly, she has so much, and is actually one of our best sellers as well, because her earrings, I mean, these £3 each. These ones £5 each. I mean, such a bargain considering the amount of beads. It's quite incredible. Down here we've got Adrian Wood wooden creations. These are created from scraps of wood that he finds around. So you might have a bit of oak in here, elder, beech. They all vary, and lots of them have very interesting clasps and things like that. So here you sort of think it's going to hinge because of this bit, but actually it's a rotating one. And then it clips into place with a hidden magnet. This is a little, I'm not sure I can do it one-handed. It has a secret drawer, little peg there. He's even got one that lights up. These are some of his greeting cards. This one lights up. If I can find the switch. It's easier said than done doing this one-handed. I hope you appreciate it. Now I'm going to have to take it out. Some little cube puzzle boxes there. Little beach huts. There we go. It's round the back. Ooh. Come here. There you go. So it makes a lovely little nightlight. My youngest has one actually, and she loves it. Mainly because her granddad made it, obviously. As this is my dad's shelf. And all the proceeds for any of these creations all go to the cafe as well. So do come and have a little look at all these unique little boxes that open in quite unexpected ways, which I love. I've always loved boxes and things. So there's Adrian Wood. Then over here is actually my mum's shelf. All the proceeds of hers go to the Linus project. Oh, sorry, Project Linus. So she has been donated a huge amount of wool, vintage needles, books. Well, you can get your Disney rock on here. But these are all sort of secondhand donated items, and anything you buy goes towards Project Linus, where they create quilted blankets for trauma victims and babies. I think, let me just double check because I don't want to say that wrong. It's here. Provides comfort and security quilts for babies, children and teenagers who are sick, disabled or disadvantaged. Each child gets to keep the quilt they are given. There you go. Oh, and it was named after Linus, the comfort blanket carrying character in the Peanuts comic strip. I love that, and Linus is definitely one of my favourite characters. Up here we've got a few more of tiny little crochet. We like to spread that love around. We've got a super notice board here of events that are going on or adverts. And the current one we've got going on, this is in Upway, is the Upway Craft Show. So if you fancy doing something different this weekend or during the next few days even, then that's a good one to go to. Let's poodle over to here. So here we've got the bee. It's not gone on the shelf yet because he hasn't been priced. Sorry, I'm in the wrong light. Isn't he gorgeous? I actually watched Teresa making him not yesterday, the Monday before, because we have knit and natter every Monday between 10 and 12. Isn't he cute? Okay, so this is our little mini tourist information point. We also have a sensory bin now full of fidgets, because we have people who come in who would feel more comfortable with something to fidget with, so that's always a really popular bin. We have pin banners and pin badges designed by myself. And then we have Paint a Pot. This has been incredibly popular, and we work with Pottery Corner in Wareham, who supplies all the blanks and the paints, and we just enable people to come here and paint them, and then she collects them, takes them away and fires them. Generally speaking, this is our £15 shelf, so that's most of that's band A. Band B is £20, band C is £25, band E and D up there are £35 and £30. There are also a few bits here, but if you're never sure what it is, they all have the band written underneath. And did you know, this is a horrifying fact, each little bottle like this, the glaze that is in it costs about £30 per bottle. I mean, there's no point in stealing it. Nobody's going to buy it from you, but just look. I mean, it's like well over £1,000. 20 bottles of these. It's terrifying. Terrifying. As such, she uses tiles as pallets rather than the little pallets with holes in, because otherwise there's so much waste going. But we've had hen parties, birthday parties, all sorts of parties doing pottery, and it's been absolutely fantastic. So we also have detective trails. These treasure trails are really good. I've done a couple of them before. There are two in Dorchester and there's one up in Poundbury. So this is the town centre one, and it's a walking trail, so you can go around the town. And I think you do go up to the Roman townhouse. I'm trying to put them in without locking them. Come here. It's not going to do it. And then this one is the one we did more recently, and this goes round to the steamroller, but it's mostly around Fordington. But that's really lovely. And it tells you at the bottom if it's suitable for wheelchairs, pushchairs, if there are spaces that you could have a picnic, if it's good for kids, what the duration is, and also things like if you're going to come across mountains, yes, in Dorchester, of course, steep slopes, that's the one. This is our little sprout made by one of our lovely customers who also sold some items with us at Christmas. And you can always come and see if you can find Sprouty when you come in, because we always hide Sprouty. Although you know where he is now. It's because he was hidden in the freezer. So in here we have Baboo Gelato. And we have ice pops as well. These 25p each. You can always put them in a glass of water. All the gelatos are £2 each. If you haven't had Baboo gelato, honestly, you haven't lived. I mean, they've got big chunks of chocolate in, and we have 2 different types of doggy ice cream as well. We have doggy yum yum, peanut butter and banana, or apple and blueberry. So they're quite popular. We have, while I'm here, up on top of the freezer, we have our what's on. So that shows you all the activities that are coming up. We also run a chatty cafe scheme on a Friday, which is 11 till 1 p.m, where you can just come along, have a cup of tea, have a chat. To be honest, we're pretty much always here and able to have a chat anyway. So we're part of it, but you can sort of come anytime, really. Lovely lilies created by Jo. She's definitely been getting her craft on since working here. We have our lovely coffee station, our clipper tins for all our different clipper teas were provided, and they are gorgeous. I love them. And our coffee machine is provided by Cafe Rico. We always have a cold water station. Obviously, it hasn't got ice in today because it needs to be replaced, but we have fresh water there every day, and we have fresh water outside with our doggy yum yum ice cream board as well. So, and we do allow dogs in here now, so you can always come in with your pet. We don't allow dogs in this section purely because of the lovely makes, but dogs are allowed in that section, in the workshop and in the garden, which I'll show you in a sec. We have some stunning cards. So these are done by Wendy Alcock. She is actually in the window, but I'm not going out in this video, but these are some of her amazing creations. Honestly, her art is stunning. And there's a tiger. What else have we got in there? Look at the giraffes. They are absolutely gorgeous. And she's painted one-off items as well, like LPs and little tiny canvases. So she's done a lot, so do come and see. She's even got little mini earrings. These are made by our beautiful Katie, our baker. They're illustrated. We've got gorgeous little bags by Jan, and they're all so very different. They're super. We even have planner stickers. These are ones that I designed a while ago, so they're sort of old stock now. Then we've got, this was made by one of our amazing customers. She comes in usually at least once a week, but isn't it stunning? So we offer a fairy house class as well. So in our last fairy house class, this is what we made. Well, this is what I made. The people who came in, oh look, there's red on the bottom, made their own things. And this is my sample one. And you can get really, really tiny night lights that will go inside. We have some spaces in our glass cabinet at the minute, but not for long because I'm going to put classes in there. This is an example of some of our fused glass items. There's a full fused coaster, oil diffuser, picture frame, and a tea light there. These are gold plated original illustrations from Abigail Wellen Art, and many of these items are using pure opals, some very expensive actually, but they're very beautiful, and that's from Castle Crafts. We've got some DIY kits here from Jack and Jill's. So she designed this and then created kits so you can make your own. So we've got yellow, grey and blue, and as I print the bags I can always print you a different colour if you particularly wish, so do come in and let me know. Up here we've got some more of Abigail's stunning art. This particular one, she actually used ink cap mushrooms that she pounded down to make into an ink in order to ink that illustration of ink cap mushrooms. So it's pretty amazing, isn't it? She's a clever sausage. And look at these ladybirds. I mean, they are so cute. These are myself again. I do custom illustrations for people, including map art. This is for a local preschool down on York Road. And every time they had a change of staff, I'd remove a person and put someone in and things like that. This is one of my bigger families that I did. We've got a where everyone was born underneath. And that one is just a comfy one on the sofa. We've got craft kits over here. As you can see, a whole heap of things from cross stitch, children's kits, crochet, paper making, macrame, jewellery, and diamond art. New one. Love it, love it. We do supply an awful lot of different drinks and a few snacks. Sweets from Sweet Shack, and cakes made by Katie from Katie's Cakes. And they're gorgeous. They are also currently in the fridge because it's hot. We also have things like free colouring down here. All right. And our desk, I'm sure you've heard this before, but is made from the wooden flooring that was on top of all this lovely wood. And some kitchen cupboard doors. And then some cheap tiles. It all needs a bit of repointing, actually. We have a pay it forward board as well. So sometimes we have people who would like to donate something, and so they might donate a cup of tea, piece of cake, cup of coffee. One person's donated money towards a workshop. It all goes up on this board, and if you are really struggling, but would really like a cup of tea or need some help in order to sit down and relax, this is the board for you. Sometimes people will have a pay it forward, and then they'll come in another time when they have a bit of money, and then they'll pay it forward for somebody else to pay it back. We also, I meant to say, we have, we've only got 2 up at the minute because they need washing, but we have reusable mugs that you are welcome to keep here, and we can name. You get, it's £12 for one mug, and you get a free drink when you buy it, and then it's 20% off all subsequent drinks that you have in that mug as well. So it's a really good investment. Right, what else we got? Over this way, we have lots and lots of books that have been donated. Many have been my art books, actually, but it's amazing how many have been donated. So it's absolutely wonderful. And you can sit in this cozy chair that I have a box on at the minute. This is where all our pottery collect up is. And also all our games. So we have lots of board games. We have a board game group on a Monday that come between 1 and 3. They normally bring their own games, to be honest, but quite often we sort of splinter into different groups, so there's always games there that people can play. A load of mixed varieties as well, which is really nice. So we'll do the garden in a minute. Let's go down the tropical rock pool. This is left up from Alice in Wonderland looking through the mirror, through the looking glass, and I tropicalized it. Oh, before I forget, we do have lots and lots of afternoon tea plates because we offer afternoon tea. I know. So this is another bit of our tourist information. If I turn this light on, we have our corridor. This is our under the sea. Hang on, see if I can get an octopus. It's an octopus. This is our under the sea. You have to swim down here. We've got jellyfish. So off we go. Let's just slip down a bit on this side. This is our wall of art that sometimes children come in and they do some art, and we put them up there. And these are our community fish. So since our open day, we've been asking people to decorate fish and turtles and mermaids, whatever we have in, and then they pop them up and they swim into our under the sea cavern. So if I put the bright lights on, there you go. Some of our jellyfish light up. And we have bubbles. Because as Sebastian says, life is the bubbles. Ooh, that one's swimming. I had a go at doing I-cord. We will do it as a class at some point. So we've got lots of fish swimming around that as well. Swirly things, an old fisherman's net. Up here is an octopus we were made. And oh no, there is a little duck caught in, can't even see, the octopus has grabbed it so much, there's a little duck in there. Anyway, this is our workshop space, which can be hired out. We currently have some resin drying over here from our class on Saturday. We have aprons and things like that to keep you clean and dry. This is where we had the teepee party, if you saw my post about the teepees. So It's a super place, and this is where the midwives were on Monday. And then if you go out this side door, you come to our garden. It's lovely and secluded. The wind has attacked my brolly, which is a bit harsh. Just turn that down so it doesn't get damaged. There we go. But this is a lovely little area. We've still got bunting up from the 1 year anniversary because we rather liked it. This is, you can tell it's been windy, can't you? This is the best table if you want a bit of shade. Come on down. There we go. And all these pots have been donated and planted by my mum because she's super. And oh dear, I need to water the baskets. I forgot to give them a water yesterday. We have a giant chalkboard, which the kids always love. And we have bubbles too out here. And then if you walk all the way down the side, you can see bits of our community caterpillar that were all together until I got the hose out the other day. So I apologise for that caterpillar. But that was our community project last year. We are also planning, hopefully we'll do it this year, to decorate this entire wall with different organisations and agencies that we liaise with, as well as schools, scouting groups, guiding groups, things like that. Everyone's going to get a chance to come along and paint a small section of it, and it's going to be a massive mural celebrating Dorset, because we love Dorset a lot. This is the shed that myself and Joe put up. It's not perfect, but it's up. I don't think we'll ever get a job with a shed company, quite frankly. This is our toilet. I'm hoping that we're going to be able to extend this at some point. It only needs to be extended by about 15 centimetres to make it disabled friendly. So it would be really nice if we can do that. And then we're back in the cafe. And the flashy lights. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed our little tour around. If you have any questions, give us a shout. Remember, we are a community interest company, which means we're non-profit. So none of the sales of anything goes into any of our pockets at all. We do have a tip jar that you are welcome to put in for the staff. We're all volunteers here. Nobody gets paid either. Our income purely comes from tea and coffee sales and renting a shelf space. We don't charge commission, so all the money that the sellers make goes back to the sellers. Same with the cake. We have a small commission on that because that's the arrangement that we've made with Katie, but and the same with Paint a Pot, but we don't charge rental shelf for them because, you know, we can't cope with that gorgeous cake, and all our cake is gluten-free as well, so we try to be as inclusive as we can. It's just a gorgeous place. We love it, and it's a beautiful community space. So keep a look on the website. We have lots of different social groups that happen. We have Wellness Together that are doing fortnightly ones. We have Wise Owls over 60s group. We have Neurodivergent, Dorchester coming to do Crafty clubs here. What else we've got? We're hoping to set up a cancer support group. We have Knit and Natter. We have the midwives come once a week because I had no idea there's so little support for expectant and new parents. It was a shock. I mean, I had plenty of support with all three of mine, but it's not there anymore. And in fact, the midwife session has been cut from 3 hours to 2 hours, and 2 midwives to 1 midwife. That's how short of money the NHS has, I suppose. So we need to make sure that we use that service, or we will lose it altogether, because it's such a great support service. We also have the Chat and Natter, where we can direct people elsewhere. We have our Start board games group on Mondays, which anybody is welcome to. The rest of the time, just come along. Bring a craft, don't bring a craft. It's entirely up to you. You can buy a craft if you want to. But lots of people just come in and sit down, have a chat. We've got free colouring. You can go sit in the other room and be on your own. You can do whatever you like. This is your space, okay? So come on in, come and say hi, and it'll be really lovely to meet you. Take care. Thank you for watching. Bye.